came into aesthetics and started working in skincare, one thing that became really obvious to me was that every product that I've ever encountered through AestheticSource makes sense. It has clinical data, it's proven, it's safe. For how many of you is skincare a big part of your practice? Yeah, that's great. And for the rest of you, how many of you would like it to be? Yeah, I think it's a really, really important thing we should all be thinking about. If you have a clinic that's doing injectables, but you're not also looking after the skin's health and its canvas, you're not only missing a trick with your patients and for your business, but you can optimize the results of your injectables significantly by working with the right skincare products. So today I'm going to talk through 3 of the recent launches that AestheticSource have made to their own portfolio that I've also launched onto my clinic shelf. 3 very different products from one another. These are the 3 we're going to be touching on. The Revision Revox Line Relaxer, the Cispira Pigmentation Corrector, and the Alpharet Professional Peel System by Skin Better Science. In aesthetics, toxin patients are our bread and butter. We see many of them in an average day, and obviously the main key concern is fine lines and wrinkles for most of them that we're targeting. And skincare-wise, we know that working with actives like retinoids, like hyaluronic acid, can improve them to an extent, but we're missing a trick if we're not also thinking about how we can complement those toxin treatments with skincare at home. And skincare has advanced so much in recent years, and particularly through peptide technologies, which is what this is. So this is just a little video to show a little bit about the product. So dynamic wrinkles that are caused by repeated regular movements can obviously with time cause deeper creases within the skin. And these can fold, obviously these cause dents in the epidermis and even deeper. So we know that when we use toxin, we're blocking the acetylcholine from being released into the synapse and therefore the nerve communicating with the muscle to move. And through peptide technology, the Revox Line Relaxer, it's a softer version of this. So it's not going to relax your lines and wrinkles to the extent that a neurotoxin will, but it is going to provide a gentler relaxation. And it's particularly nice and effective around, I'll show you some photos shortly, around all of the areas that can be really stubborn, that many of our patients are their biggest concerns. So, here we go. So what is it? It's a targeted serum that contains 8 different peptides to work to clinically improve texture, radiance, and overall skin appearance, as well as reducing dynamic lines and wrinkles. Now, the thing that I found particularly useful in my practice is when we do toxin around the eyes, for example, you may get a really lovely result on the crow's feet lines, but those fine, crepey, movement-related lines under the eyes, they're so difficult. And this, as a complement to toxin in clinic, has worked beautifully. Now, Revision have worked with some amazing doctors and key opinion leaders around the world, some of which you may recognise on the slide. And they've done clinical studies both on procedure pairing and on standalone. So the standalone one is a double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical study that shows the efficacy of the serum on its own. And what we have is, compared with placebo, an enormous percentage improvement with the Revox on both fine lines and on wrinkles. And this, again, shows over 12 weeks improvements in